Greetings! I'm Tiger Yan, and today we'll try to resist the American advance at Khe Sanh.
The combat base at Khe Sanh was built around a 3,900-foot airstrip. Beside the strip was the Marine Air Traffic Control Unit. Nearby was the 26th Marine Command Post and the Fire Support Coordination Center. At the eastern end of the base was the main ammunition dump, with a secondary dump to the west. The base perimeter was manned by the 1st Battalion and a company of the 3rd. There was also a forward operating base run by Special Forces. The infantry were backed by tank and anti-tank units and an artillery battalion of the 13th Marines. Outside the Khe Sanh base, the Marines held Hill 881 South, Hill 861, and a radio relay station on Hill 950. The whole 2nd Battalion occupied Hill 558 to block the Rao Quan River Valley. Beyond 881 South, the North Vietnamese 325C Division had secretly fortified a chain of hills.
When you play as the Vietnamese, you have to start at the right side of the map. Let's quickly hover over the Khe Sanh combat base to make sure he's American. When you hear leaves rustling, it means you're fighting Vietnamese. We're fighting the Americans. Our first order of the day will be to train some Viet Cong spies to sneak into his base. These girls are disguised as coke vendors, barmaids, cleaners, and can enter any enemy base safely. Once we get a radio relay station up and running, we can get better NVA troops who can do most of the fighting. Next, we'll need to bolster our AA defenses. Air raid! Here they come! Okay, we've driven them off with flak. We'll now have to defend against the ground attack that's sure to come. Not easy since we have less than a company of Bodoi or infantry. As you can see, I'm not clicking so many times to train units because I'm using the packaged auto clicker to just click once to train hordes of infantry. There they are. Looks like at least a company of Marines coming from the Khe Sanh combat base. And our spy is already in the base selling Coca-Cola. We'll do our best to lay an ambush for the Marine scouts. This graveyard will give us some good cover.
Anh nhớ là phải có bài thơ về một em đấy
Có
nhá.
cái gì mà. Cái gì thôi.
Dạ con người hả anh?
Có cái gì mà.
Không biết bao giờ nhà tôi mới được ra.
Cái gì đó. Cái đó.
Anh nhớ là phải có bài thơ về một em đấy nhá.
Cái gì đó.
Let's try to flank them from the rear. And our ambush begins. We've destroyed the lead company, but they're coming in with waves of armor. We'll need time to reinforce our depleted companies, because the US tanks are super tough to crack. We can set a rally point with an alt and a left click, making hit and run attacks. This is turning into a brawl.
Anh nhớ là
Uh-oh. Marine armor is trying to seal us off. I don't think we can hold him off. Looks like he's sending a full battalion of Marines. The Marines have slow but powerful units that can steamroll through most defenses. Sadly, we'll have to abandon our base and resort to guerrilla warfare. What the Americans don't know is that we can build some tunnels. Let's use a torch to mark it. Now we're fighting a guerrilla war without a formal HQ, but with tunnels that can keep on producing infantry. Our objective is to prevent him from finding our tunnels. There goes our HQ. He's taken the hill that overlooks our tunnel system, so we'll have to push him out. This is a desperate fight, folks. They're passing through Hill 861, which is held by Marines. Our guerrillas will try to escape through Khe Sanh village. No go. Looks like the US Marines have won for now, having defended their base, Khe Sanh village, their hilltop positions, and having taken our own base. But we still actually have hidden Viet Cong units who can quietly rebuild and hit the Marines again and again and again. Remember that in a guerrilla war, you don't need to win every battle. You just need to keep inflicting casualties to stay in the fight longer than the enemy. And that's exactly how this tiny Southeast Asian nation outlasted the United States. Thanks for watching. Signing off from Khe Sanh, Tiger Yan out.
The 77-day siege of Khe Sanh had turned into the biggest single battle of the Vietnam War. The official assessment of the North Vietnamese Army dead was just over 1,600, with 2 divisions all but shattered. But thousands more were probably killed by bombs and left no trace of ever having existed. By the end of Operation Pegasus, American and South Vietnamese units had suffered 1,000 dead and 4,500 wounded. But official figures state that under 250 had been killed at the Khe Sanh combat base and its outposts. In June 1968, General Westmoreland approved the destruction of the Khe Sanh combat base.